Today's video is based on an Epic Games title, which means you can support my YouTube channel directly if you end up purchasing this game. If you buy this game off the Epic Games Store, you can use creator code KEYSWORN, that's KEYSWORN, to support me and my YouTube channel directly if you're interested in this game and purchasing it. Remember to use creator code KEYSWORN at checkout on the Epic Games Store today. Enjoy today's video, guys. Hello gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tenek127 and welcome back to another video. And enjoy the gameplay in the background, guys. This is actually early access for the new upcoming action RPG Space Punks. Now, one reason I decided to go ahead and cover this game is because Space Punks actually does have plans to come to console. And it's not just, like a maybe or anything, it's set in stone. It has a console release set for 2022. So yes, this game will be coming to console, and the game even gives you a warning at the gameplay screen on PC that the best experience with this game is played with a controller. This is a game that's that's meant to be played with a controller. So this it's console thoughts all around. But the only thing that also bugs me, especially about the game's early access right now, is the fact that it's once again not on console, because they're not able to to test the certain things that they need to do for console. They're testing it on PC, doing their early access and getting the feedback from one group of players and not getting it from everybody else. And especially with programs like Xbox Game Preview and stuff like that, and a lot of these early access plans that these console companies are doing, and these consoles becoming more and more like PCs every day, I'm starting to find that excuse with these games kind of silly. I'm not gonna lie. So that's one thing that is starting to bug me with a lot of these companies and stuff like that. These consoles are getting more and more PC friendly, more and more open to betas and alpha tests and stuff like that. And a lot of developers just aren't taking advantage of this. And then they launch their games. They have problems with a couple of different platforms, and the only one mainly working is PC, or the one platform they decide to test while not testing the other platforms. And then they have a crappy launch. It leads to bad press and yada 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 yada. And man, I don't know why these games keep going down this same road over and over. But hopefully, I'm gonna hope Space Punks is different, or I'm gonna hope the dev team at least tries to get some type of console testing done before its launch in 2022. But Space Punks, you can get it right now in early access on the Epic Games Store. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you do decide to check Space Punks out on PC, make sure you use creator code KEYSWORN to support me in the channel. KEYSWORN. KEYSWORN, all caps. And alright, so what is Space Punks? Space Punks is a action RPG. But it is a games as a service, live service action RPG. What I want you to do is, I want you to do two simple things, because you can probably tell by looking at this game. I want you to take a little bit of Borderlands 3. I want you to put a little butter on that bad boy. All right, go ahead and take Borderlands 3, throw some butter on him. I want you to stick him over there in the blender. Then I want you to grab your favorite Diablo game. Take him, put a little bit of butter, extra salt, pepper, just a little bit there and there, and throw a little bit of that cell shade on that bad boy. Throw him in that blender too, and I want you to turn that blender on. And I want you to put it on a speed of about 4 and blend that boy for a good 20 minutes. All right, that's good. That's good. You still blending? You got it? Pour it out, dump it in a pan, and bake it for an hour. And then I want you to write Space Punks on top of it. And shove that cake in your face. I'm kidding, guys, but no lie, the best way to describe Space Punks, and I think even at this point the developer is embracing this, is Diablo and Borderlands mixed together as a free-to-play live service game. And honestly, to me, that is awesome, because a lot of these other games and stuff like that, they don't. Well, Borderlands, it gets expanded. They add expansions, updates, and stuff to it like that. But a lot of these retail games and stuff, they don't always get to go on for crazy long periods of time. Now I know Diablo and Borderlands are two very bad examples of that, because they always get ongoing content. Diablo gets seasonal content. Borderlands gets regular updates and things like that. But we've never had like an in-between medium free-to-play live service version. And me personally, I'm honestly thinking, it's about time that somebody's that somebody took it upon themselves to make something like that. Now it's a looter shooter. Just so you know, you run around, do missions, go to different planets, fight bad guys. There are 4 different classes in the game, or AKA characters. Each one has their own specific play style, abilities. There's a nice, big, fat, advanced skill tree. I'm talking like not Path of Exile big, but pretty damn close. A lot of different things you can put on your character and customize and stuff like that. And another big turn on that I found out about this game when I was going through it. These guys are not harping on microtransactions and stuff while the early access is active. And I really appreciate that. I went to the game, one of the first things I did while I was playing around with it was I went and visited the in-game store to see what kind of cosmetics and stuff they were after. These guys are specifically focused on the community's feedback, building the game, and getting it right before they throw microtransactions into what's going to be a free-to-play game. And I find that awesome. And they've already made it clear that, the microtransactions are going to be cosmetic. They're not going to offer any type of gameplay advantages and stuff like that. So let's hope the developers stick to that, because I know some devs say that and it does change. So it's kind of hard to take that at face value right now. But just so you guys know, that's pretty much the path that they're going for. And I'm not going to lie, the gameplay is smooth. The game looks promising. The missions are a lot of fun. It's not a lot of that, a lot of those typical missions that you see in looter shooters today. Oh, well, hold this position while a wave of enemy comes that drops random loot, and just sit there and do wave-based fights over and over and over. No, thank God Space Punks actually offers some variety. There's all kinds of different crazy missions here, like delivering items. There are some, where you have to defend and hold down an area, which is typical. A lot of it's an easy formula to do, but there's all kinds of variety in Space Punks. I never went from, level to level in Space Punks and found myself doing the same things over and over again. Every mission actually has a purpose to it. The gear grind is pretty good. It's pretty self-explanatory. You take gear pieces, you break them down for more materials. You can build better pieces or craft pieces and things like that. And you level up, you get skill points. If you've played any looter shooter or, any class-based co-op game, you pretty much know what the deal is here. And guys, honestly, it's a lot of fun. I can't wait for it to come to console. The combat was a lot of fun. To play with. I love the combat. I was playing the character Eris. She has like this long sword and uses guns and stuff, and her abilities are just freaking cool. The particle effects are great. The animations were pretty amazing. I didn't experience many frame drops either. Now, granted, I was playing it on a PC and not a console. PCs tend to be more powerful, but the game seemed to run pretty stable and pretty smooth. It's got some MMO-like features to it. A big social hub and stuff like that. There's 4-player co-op, and the game seems to be a lot of fun. The only thing I'm concerned about is the same thing we're all concerned about when it comes to these, these live service looter shooter games. How is endgame going to be? What's endgame going to be like? Even in early access, are you going to put enough endgame in there to tide people over to the next update? Those are some of the things I currently want to know, and I'm working my way to find out, to get the answers for you guys as I play through Space Punks. Again, special thank you to Space Punks for hooking me up with an early review copy to check out the game and showcase to you guys. If y'all enjoyed today's video, smash that thumbs up button for me, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tnek127, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Till next time, peace out, take care.